checking to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Logeezy sweater is drill. Somebody give me a...
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Now he'll escape to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw his Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man. Complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's Carr to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6-18.
Throwing again. Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Down. 93.
Card out a throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 1st down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a back. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Mayfield. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now he's flushed out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Third and long for Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to see.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And he'll try and hurry the kick. Gets it away, but it's not looking that great. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gone!
Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Keith Marshall, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Step back, he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Dayon Buchanan in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Lucky 56. Gone!
Second down, Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, it's Carr. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch 10. Get that quarterback. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw for Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A handoff to Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go to Barkley again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They come out here in the eye. They go to Johnson again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll run with Marshall. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes this a 9-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Carr. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw his Carr. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Chad Williams, the intended target. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Carr will try it again on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And able to find Kirk complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Shotgun now for Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
We're good. 6:37. We're good. 29. 29. 6:37.
To throw again. Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's got room. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. The quick slant caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on a turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. D. Ford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
808. Hey, 734.
Now Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. That time it was a drag route, and they were in man defensively. So if the quarterback has good protection, that's hard for a defender to hang on to, isn't it?
It is, because you're constantly chasing. And also those schemers on offense, what they're really good at doing is pushing routes deep, make sure that they're covered and respected, and then finding a mismatch underneath. Get your guy in a drag route, hopefully against a linebacker, a slower safety, someone who can't stay with him, and just run him across the field into him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing now is Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Dancing to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. Powerful running. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Cleveland, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as their
thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Me and my buyer, now leasing no beamer, I'm buying no kind of